So as you see, I gave this the name front page 1 dash 120 by 600 images only, because that way when it shows up in my list for editing, it'll be real clear which one I'm talking about. This code, you just click in on the text once and it selects it all, and you right click and hit copy, or you can do the control key held down like a shift key and hit the C button and it'll copy, and you can use control V to paste, or right click and say paste. Okay, so let's see what editing will look like. Now I'm going to go right to the edit page, and as you can see, you can change the name. The ID and the size are going to be fixed. Those, you can't change the size, and now it's got an ID number that's unique to you and you alone. You can recycle this ad and this code on any page that you want. You can change which page it's going to be on. You can change whether it's going to be image ads only, and of course if you change the size, make sure it's going to fit the new location. So you can change what kind of ad it's going to be. That's an interesting tip. You can change the colors, okay, what palette. You can even save your own custom palettes. Like say I wanted to save this as a new palette. I could do so by hitting save as new palette. I'm not going to, because I'm not that crazy about this at the moment. I'm going to probably alter this and get rid of that gray if I ever actually use this. You can change the corner style, the fonts, not that they give you all that many fonts to choose from, but I could go to Times, for instance. And you can change whether to show the public service ads, or just fill with a color, or show some non-Google ads from another URL. You can remove a selected channel from it, add a new channel. In other words, you can change the channels, not like watching TV, and then hit save the settings. Okay? Since made no changes, but I'll hit that anyway. Now, this is what the Manage Ads tab looks like right there. In Manage Ads, and of course if you're in Manage Ads and you want to make a new ad, click on Get Ads, and that will take you back to this, so you can click AdSense for content and get started on a new ad. Well, let me just go back to my manager. You see, the manager lets me get my code again, it lets me preview, it lets me edit my ad settings, as you just saw me do, and it also lets me hide. Now it's funny because, as they explain in this little section here, why can't I delete my ad units? It must just be very complicated for them to manage the database and have you be deleting ad units. Once you've assigned a number, that special number down here, once that number's been assigned, I don't think they want to recycle and use it again. Okay, so rather than have you delete your ad units, they just let you edit them, the same one, as much as you want, or hide it completely. Alright, so this particular one, previewing it would be that kind of an ad. Got it? Let's go back to Manage Ads. As you can see, it's in a channel called Front Page. Remember, now I can add up to 5 channels. I can create 200 total channels and assign up to 5 of those that I've created to any one ad. Got it? It tells me what kind of an ad it is, whether it's image ad, text only ad, or a mix, text and image. My size. Remember, the size can't be altered in the edit section. Neither can this number. So those are the only two things you can't change. That's the main reason why they have the hide. Suppose you decide to make one of those button sizes, which to me are kind of small. I don't know when I'd use one. And I'll say, but that's me though. But say I went and made one and found I didn't want it. Well, rather than have to look at it every single time, I can hit hide. And then later, when I want to see ones that I've hidden, I can check this box up here and it will show me ones that I have hidden. It'll also show you inactive units, ones that you've never used, if you click this box. I suppose after a while, if status remains inactive, in other words, it's never actually been pasted into a site, that they will start disappearing, or you can make them disappear. Well, this allows you to show just the inactive units in case you're wondering which ones you've created that you haven't assigned to anything and you want to use them. So you want to go get the code over here, okay? And again, you click on the code and it takes you to the code page. Click once, it selects it all, right click and hit copy, and you've copied it and you can paste it into your website anywhere that you want. You can use cascading style sheets and div tags, like divs with a class, like class equals Google AdSense, for instance, and have that be a way of assigning a centered command, a centered attribute to the whole thing, so that it shows up instead of all left justified in your column, that it shows up centered in your column if you've put it in a sidebar, which obviously this tall thing would be a sidebar type of an item. So that gets you into the manager. Now you've seen the types of things that can be edited, how to get into the editor through the manager, which again is right there. Manage ads. And these are the things that they let you edit. Okay? Well, I hope that's helpful and that you'll take this and run with it. One thing to really read about and give a good amount of thought to is this whole thing of channels and things that you can do with them. If you've assigned them very cleverly, you can really use them for your reporting to make your reporting very powerful and easy to see which types of ads are giving you the best results. For instance, I could create a channel that I call left center above fold, and that would get me there we go. So now I've made that. So say I was always going to put this on the front page and the left center above the fold, meaning right about in this location above the fold, meaning I don't have to scroll. Well, in this case, for this particular page, it would mean right in this area where I haven't had to scroll down. Okay? No scrolling. That would be left center above the fold. So that would tell me that any ads, what the performance has been like for ads I've placed in that position on the page. So see how that works? So hopefully you'll make that into a handy way of doing things. And as you see now, the channels, it's listed, I have two, front page and left center above fold as my channels for this particular ad. Now that will show up in my reporting later on under reports, which of course I don't have any ads running at the moment, so my reports are going to be rather non-existent. But if you are in reports, it starts showing you the channels, if this ever loads. And there is no data available yet, as I see. But you'll definitely see how this is going to give you a bunch more results in the report section. And this report section becomes very important in your determining which ad positions are doing the best for you, and so what kinds of habits to repeat. Okay, well I hope that's really helpful, and that you get going with the AdSense ads, make some money off of the websites that are languishing, not necessarily making a whole lot of money, or at least makes you some additional money if you've got some good commercial websites that are already optimized in various ways towards making money. I don't recommend you ever use AdSense ads on a sales page where the only link you want on that sales page is a buy button. Okay, so I strongly recommend never use this on sales pages. But if it's on your blog or your information pages or a review page, maybe a page you've created to do reviews of products, and that can have some links to products you're selling perhaps, go ahead, put them on that. You make a little extra money if people aren't buying but are just in browsing mode, because they'll click on your AdSense links to shop. Okay, all right, well, again, I hope that's very helpful, and take a gander at this AdSense thing and determine whether you're going to be able to make use out of it.